All right, guys, so I want to talk about the Jiu Jitsu or submission grappling that's happening in One Championship. Specifically, that One Championship is the only top-level MMA promoter that's highlighting Jiu Jitsu on their main cards. Again, they market themselves as the home of martial arts, and they continue to prove this by highlighting specific styles of martial arts on their cards, not just MMA as a whole. So the question is, why would One Championship, I'd say one of the top 3 MMA promoters out there right now, do this? Why would they put submission grappling matches or jiu-jitsu matches on their main cards? Not their prelim cards, their actual main cards. Now, the head of One Championship, Chatri Sityodtong, is currently a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and he trains often. This may be the reason for his willingness to promote and market and really pay these grapplers for their talent on par with the pay that he is giving fighters in other disciplines such as Muay Thai, kickboxing, and almost MMA. Currently, guys, this is unheard of. Although the #1 MMA promotion, the UFC, has recognized this, they do understand the popularity of grappling right now. They have chosen not to highlight it on any of their cards or even on any kind of show on ESPN. They have chosen to put their footprint in the space via the Fight Pass app. They have created the UFC Fight Pass Invitational, which is their own submission grappling or jiu-jitsu cards featured on their Fight Pass app. Now, the UFC has been streaming submission grappling or jiu-jitsu on their Fight Pass for a long time, honestly, since they started it. So UFC understood the benefit of having such cards on their Fight Pass, which shows that they understood that this was something and could become more. And now they have chosen to enter this space through their Fight Pass Invitational. And they feature some pretty big names on their cards. But again, they have elected not to push it into their main cards or even, again, create a show of some kind on the ESPN app. And of course that makes sense. They are strictly an MMA promotion, and I don't see them veering away from that for any reason. So what has Chatri Sityodtong and One Championship done for grapplers through putting them on their events, through marketing, and through their pay? They provide real career prospects for high-level grapplers by offering pro fighter payouts and promotional marketing, as well as championship belts and performance bonuses. The Rotolo brothers alone made over $200,000 in performance bonuses in just 4 matches in less than 1 year. The payouts in One Championship are just unmatched in the space of jiu-jitsu. Like Tommy Longacher said after winning his first performance bonus from One Championship.
I know you're on your way to being #1, but that guy right over there, the chairman and CEO, just gave you a $50,000 bonus for that performance right there. How you feeling?
Oh, man, I can't. Yeah! No! Man, I appreciate it, man. This journey has been nothing but a expense for me, man. But man, I just want to run and give you a hug after. But
so the payout he received was life-changing in his eyes. And that was for his first match under the One Championship banner. So given the lifestyle that you witness with some of these professional grapplers and the free time that they have to train and stuff, you might be led to believe that they are taking home way more than they do. So what do these jiu-jitsu competitors at the highest level actually make? The quick answer is not much. They are pretty much chasing titles, not money. There is no real money in jiu-jitsu, except for the exceptionally marketed few. And these few mostly make their money off of selling instructionals, sponsors, opening schools, and seminars. But they don't make the majority of their money. Honestly, they don't even make half of their money from competing. Those other streams of revenue become available when they've garnered recognition through the titles that they win. So let's talk about the money being made by current grapplers and the titles being offered by jiu-jitsu promotions. ADCC, which is arguably one of the biggest titles that you can win, the prize money for the men's weight class brackets, first place is just $10,000. That's for the weight class brackets. The men's absolute bracket, first prize is $40,000. The women's weight class bracket is only $6,000, and the super fights that they put on at these events, the winner is $40,000 and the loser is only $10,000. Bonuses received at the ADCC for best fighter, best takedown, fastest submission, and so forth is only $1,400 a piece. Now, IBJJF titles in Jiu Jitsu are huge. That's another one that a lot of grapplers are chasing. With IBJJF, the highest payout for a champion in any specific division is only $8,000. In the black belt open class, the champion makes $12,000. So lower than ADCC. Again, not a lot of money to be made there, considering how much training and time and travel and effort that is being put towards winning such a title. That's again because you want to earn the prestige of the title so that you can turn that into some kind of revenue on the back end. I know that the UFC Fight Pass, Nicky Rod he had to beat 3 guys in one night and he won $30,000. That's a significant payout for 3 matches. So that's a good payout. But one championship is far beyond that, because not only are they paying fighter payouts for them to get in there and compete, they're giving them $50,000 bonuses, which are bonuses on par with fighter bonuses. One of the biggest stars in Jiu-Jitsu is Gordon Ryan. That is indisputable at this point. And with that, he is one of the richest, obviously. But Gordon Ryan stated in an Instagram post once that he would make $200,000 pre-tax from about 10 to 12 competitions. So that's 10 to 12 matches that Gordon Ryan had to compete in just to make $200,000. Now don't get it twisted, Gordon Ryan is a millionaire, but his money is mainly made through the sale of his instructionals. So again, because of his notoriety, he has parlayed that into some serious revenue on the back end. So competing in one championship for someone who does not have all the recognition of a Gordon Ryan could be one of the biggest payouts you will receive as a grappler, as a jiu-jitsu practitioner, as a jiu-jitsu competitor at the professional level. And it's not just their payouts, guys. These guys are treated very well. When I had an opportunity to work with one championship while they were in town, I had some of the grapplers in my school. We had Cade Rutolo, we had Danielle Kelly, Adriano Moraes was here. We had a lot of fighters who came through. We had Buchecha in the house. And seeing how one championship had multiple managers taking care of their needs, ensuring that they had what they needed and that they were taken care of, it was on par with the professional fighters. The professional fighters and the professional jiu-jitsu grapplers were receiving the same treatment. Another benefit of one championship's grappling is it allows fighters to cross over and test their grappling skills against the world's best grapplers, just like they do with all their other striking arts. How Muay Thai practitioners are able to cross over and do kickboxing matches, and they're also able to cross over to MMA. MMA fighters can cross over and do striking. Now you've had a couple of MMA fighters like Will Brooks and De Riddler and those guys crossing over and doing grappling matches and testing their grappling against the best grapplers in the world. So what is the rule set, and is that going to be appealing to grappling fans? Now, if you're a fan of grappling, you watch grappling regardless of the rule set because you just love watching good grappling. But the rules do kind of dictate what kind of grappling match you might be watching, from a point rule set to a submission only, no time limit type rule set. The one championship rule set is honestly my favorite. It is a 10-minute match, no points. You either win by submission or the most legitimate submission attempts. It's clean, it's simple, and it forces the action. Just watch some of the one championship grappling matches. They are outstanding. They're some of my favorite matches. I see a bright future for jiu-jitsu in one championship. They've got some big names over there right now, and I really look forward to more grapplers seeing that opportunity and going over there and testing themselves and getting paid well and getting treated like true professional martial artists. If you are currently a fan of the jiu-jitsu in one championship, put in the comments, like, what grapplers would you like to see competing in there? Man, I'm telling you, I'd like to see almost all of them. The opportunities are endless. There's so many more weight classes to be created. So if you're a fan of jiu-jitsu, maybe you should start watching and really show some support, and we can get this to grow, and us as fans gain more opportunities to watch some great matches. And then these exceptional grapplers can gain more career opportunities.